Hey, this is She Levels Up, and today we're trying to figure out, are high yield savings accounts and CDs still relevant today? We know we keep hearing about interest rates going down, It's good if you have to pay for something, but what if you're trying to get some money? CDs and savings accounts have not always been the highest form of attaining more money or growing interest, but it has been a vehicle versus your money just sitting somewhere like in a checking account. But what about using them right now? So here are my thoughts. Ultimately, it's going to depend on you. Savings accounts and CDs are like the only FDIC insured way of growing some type of interest without the scary thought of losing it somewhere like on a stock exchange or real estate or some other investment. However, because of that, it doesn't have as much growth as those other vehicles. So those factors are ultimately going to be, what's your risk factor? How much are you willing to risk in an investment? How much you actually have to save, and how much you know about saving or investing in other areas. Add on to that, savings and CD accounts have already been low for some time. With this current or what seems like ending pandemic, it's not likely that they're going to go up very quickly. So if you are able to, if you are confident enough, in addition to that, to invest in another avenue, I would probably suggest doing that. Invest in stock, invest in real estate, invest in gumball machines, invest in something, because the chances of you making more with that versus a CD is going to be much greater. Now, if you also don't have the discipline to do any of those things, and you're just going to put all of your money in a checking account, I would then, under those circumstances, suggest you just pay attention to your discipline, your level of discipline or lack thereof, and then I would suggest you put in some or most of your money in a savings account or a CD that has less restrictions. The best high yield savings account I've seen in a little while during this worldly craziness has been from American Express. The rate of that was about 1.3%. There are not too many higher than that, especially not from any credible places. Also check with your local credit unions, check with community banks. Those sort of things might be able to give you a higher interest that may not be advertised nationally. So at the time of this recording, it's the end of May 2020, and there are a few different banks that have a high interest rate for savings accounts. One of them is Fitness Bank. I personally have not heard of them before, but they are on a site that I go to for reference once in a while, or to check out rates and different things like that. So you can also check out sites like Bankrate, NerdWallet, Magnify Money, and Investopedia to find out some current rates and things like that, just for a quick comparison. And then I suggest always go check out that bank site. Go check out how credible they are. Look at their reviews. Look at BBB or Better Business Bureau, and check them out. Look a little further. Make sure there's no errors or nothing has changed. Whenever you sign up for an account or whatever rates you're getting initially, usually they're variable or they go up and down. So you are not locked into that exact number. It can change at any time. So keep that in mind as well. So I would check those out. But ultimately, are CDs and high yield interest savings account worth it at this exact moment in time? If you're trying to invest, if you're trying to gain more money, you are trying to have your money work for you. Ultimately, right now especially, high yield savings accounts and CDs are just not cutting it. The level of inflation is moving quicker than the savings you'll be getting out of those. So ultimately, if you can, if you already know how to, if you can learn quickly enough, go learn how to invest in something else. Do that first, and then only have your 6-month or more stash of emergency money away in a savings or CD account. But if you don't have a lot of discipline, and or if you just need somewhere to stash your money, your emergency stash, your 6 months, then that's a good place to have your money for those. The more liquid or the more easily accessible your money is to you, that's where you want to have your 6 months emergency stash. 6 months or more emergency stash stashed away so you can easily liquefy and get to it and access it. Okay? So those are my thoughts. If you have any other suggestions, or if you see any really good deals on savings accounts or CDs, drop the info in the comments. Also, please share, like, and subscribe. I hope that helps, and I'll see you next time.